there's actually a lion just approaching them from behind. I'm going to see if I can get this on camera. Right, good morning. It's just gone 6:30. I've checked out of SKUKUZA camp and I'm now on my way home. I have about an hour and a half drive from SKUKUZA camp to the next gate, the PHABENI gate, which pops out at close to Hazy View. And yeah, this will be our last morning drive. Got about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, with some stoppage time to see what we can see. So we'll no doubt do that, and we will also watch the sunrise as it starts to make its way up just to my right there. So sit back, enjoy the last morning drive before I head home. So a little bit difficult to see, but and it's caused quite a bit of a road jam here, but they're two leopard just in this burnt scrub. They're obviously super camouflaged, you know, being a burnt area. So but you can see them, you can see the shadows kind of walking through the bushes here. So I don't know what I've got on camera, probably not a lot, but definitely two very healthy looking adult leopards that have just wandered across into the bush there. See what else we can find. Okay, so I've just seen some impala sprinting across the road. They're all making noises, and there's actually a lion just approaching them from behind. I'm going to see if I can get this on camera. I don't know if you can see that the lion's walking down the road. I'm quickly gonna see if I can get a little bit closer. But clearly these little impala have been are just notifying each other with their warning sounds. Here's the lion. You can see how she just disappears into that grass, being that tawny color. But yeah, fascinating to see the impala kind of making that noise, that alarm call of theirs, and just alerting each other. I mean, literally half of that herd of impala scrambled across the road, and I thought they were just, maybe having a game or something. And then they all kind of, when they were on the right hand side of the road, they all looked back and they were making that alarm call. And there was another group of impala on my left that were all looking out in the direction of the lioness. And so I kind of had a look, and I, between the bushes, I saw her emerging, and she crossed the road, and that's she was probably a little bit far away for the camera. But hopefully you saw a little bit of her. Beautiful. She looks pretty young still. Obviously just out hunting. I don't know. I haven't seen the impala behind me have kind of quietened down, and they're standing on the road. So I haven't seen any other lionesses. I think she's probably just on her own. But I'll keep looking. Okay, so we've got some spotted hyena in the road here, causing some traffic to back up. Have a look. Well, it's been a pretty eventful morning, and we're only about 35 minutes in. So hope you're enjoying the action. maybe just a quick word on the camps. If I had to rank them, my order would be Mopani at number 1. I would put Shingwedzi at number 2, followed by Orpen. I'd rank Olifants at number 4, and then probably a toss-up between Letaba or SKUKUZA for the bottom of my list. The only reason being that SKUKUZA for me was a little bit busy, far too many people. It was quite it was almost like a little town, and I preferred the isolation of the camp. So I'd probably say, yeah, from that point of view, SKUKUZA wasn't my best camp. If you've got kids, if you're with a group of friends, if you're just in for a quick visit, SKUKUZA is probably a great option, because it's close to the airport, it's close to the Paul Kruger gate. You can get in, you can get out, you can see a lot. It's a beautiful area. But camp wise, yeah, if you're looking for that true kind of bush experience, SKUKUZA is probably not the camp you want to stay in. You want to get further north, you want to go to somewhere like Shingwedzi or Mopani or even Orpen. Orpen was beautiful from the fact that it was small, it was isolated, it was pretty remote, not a lot of traffic, not a lot of people. You feel like you're in the bush. Okay, I've reached the gate now, and yeah, this is time to leave the park. Okay, so that's it. I've now left the park, and yeah, I've got the drive ahead of me. Maybe just a final thought on some of the animals. Yeah, after it was literally a full 2 weeks, I still didn't get to see any rhino, and I don't know whether that's because they've been herded into a part of the park so that they're offered more protection from the poachers, or just whether the numbers have just been depleted so much that that there's not a lot of rhino to see. And I suspect it's probably the latter. Although, I do think you hear various stories, you read various reports. I've done a little bit of reading, and I think there are estimated to be a good couple of hundred at least, if not 1,000 rhinos still in the park. And when I compare that to the leopard count, there's supposed to be only about 1,000 leopard in the park, and I saw, including this morning's sighting, I've seen 7 leopard in the last 2 weeks. And leopard are notoriously difficult to spot. They are, they're very shy animals. So the fact that I went a full 2 weeks and didn't see any rhino was quite surprising, and worrying, to be honest. I mean, I've never been to the national parks or the game parks and not seen rhino. I've always seen rhino. So to go a full 2 weeks and not see any rhino in the Kruger National Park was quite worrying. Of the other big 5, I saw plenty. So like I say, 7 leopard. Just trying to count the number of lions. We saw that pride of 18 the one day. We saw the male and the female. That's 20. I saw the one this morning, the female. That's 21. And I think there was another sighting somewhere. So let's call it 21 lion. Plenty buffalo. We saw herds of buffalo. And obviously the same with elephants. I mean, I've never seen so many elephants in my visits to the game reserves. Just lots of young elephants, lots of babies, lots of teenagers, lots of plenty adults. So a good healthy elephant population, which was nice to see. impala by the boatload, you know, which is a given. I mean, the ratio of sort of predators to impala needs to be high, so that's good to see. Plenty of food around. Saw lots of giraffe, saw lots of zebra. I was very happy to see lots of kudu, warthog. We saw that nyala. I think we saw nyala 2 or 3 times on this trip. So yeah, bird wise, a couple of new eagles that I added to my list. We saw the tawny eagle, we saw lots of fish eagles, which was great. I think probably one of the highlights was the malachite kingfisher and the saddlebill stork. Those were amazing sightings for me. I saw lots of saddlebill stork, which was good. Yeah, just overall I'm feeling really, really privileged to have spent 2 weeks in the park, just doing my own thing. The first half with Karen, spending quality time with her, and then when she had to go off to Cape Town, just spending the rest of the time with no real agenda, just taking each day as it comes. And I think I saw a solid 14 sunrises and 14 sunsets in my 2 weeks there, which was also very special. But with all things in life, things come to an end, and it's that time now. I've got home to look forward to, and catching up with everyone at home. So on that note, I'm gonna close off now and start thinking about the next adventure and where that's going to be. And I look forward to that. Anyway, thanks for coming along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed the game drives as much as I did. It's been fun.